My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of They Will Be Blood. And for this review, they will be spoilers. So there's your warning. But this is a movie that many people love. Like, they call it one of the best movies ever made. It almost won Best Picture for 2007, and it's just critically acclaimed across the board. So where do I land on it? I think this is a well-made movie. I think it's a well-acted movie. It's well written, and I like it. But it's not a movie I love. But let's begin talking about the story. And I find that this movie's about authenticity. Daniel pretends to be a family man when he's anything but. Eli pretends to be a religious man when he's anything but. They're both just these terribly greedy people who couldn't care less about anyone else. And it's like they're two sides of the same coin. And I liked watching the conflict between the two escalate. And Daniel really is a despicable character. And it kind of highlights how people aiming to be on top are usually terrible, corrupted individuals. And the movie does a great job of showcasing that. Just the way he treats his son. He abandons him as soon as he views him to be a burden. And even at the end of the movie, when decades have passed, he still hasn't learned sign language to communicate with his kid. So, as a character study in getting you to really hate someone, this movie does a great job. I also think this movie is very well directed by Paul Thomas Anderson. It's not a boring movie. I do think it could have been tightened up a bit though. You do start to feel the lengths by the end, but I do think it's very satisfying to see the progression of getting oil, how it starts off with Daniel by himself, using a pickaxe, then dynamite, and then a well with a bunch of men by his side. The first 10 to 15 minutes of this movie are really great, and there's some incredible moments, like that scene when the oil is up in flames for hours. That was really great. And it's a really well shot movie by Robert Elswit. And I like the musical score by Johnny Greenwood. Not one I listen to in my free time, but still a good one regardless. And the cast of this movie is great. Daniel Day-Lewis is incredible here. He just becomes this character, and he showcases every beat in such a flawless manner. It's really fantastic work he's doing here. And even though I love Brad Pitt's performance in the assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford, I can't be mad that Daniel Day-Lewis won that year. I just can't. He's really fantastic here. Paul Dano, he's also really great in this movie. I feel like nobody talks about his performance here in his filmography, but he really delivers. And especially in the last 10 minutes, I thought he showcased so much range, so much desperation and pain, and I was really impressed. Kevin J. O'Connell, he plays Henry, I think is his name. Daniel's not brother, and he does so very well. And then you've got Dylan Friese, who plays his son when he's young, and he does a really good job. And you've got Russell Harvard, who plays his son when he's older, and in just one scene, he's really great. So the cast really impressed me. So why don't I love this movie? I don't have any particular issues with it. I don't think it's boring. Like I said, it's a well-made movie in every regard, and if someone tells me they view it as great, I completely get it. But whenever I grade a movie, it's not just on, the positives and the negatives. Lots of it just has to do with rewatchability and memorability. And even though this movie is like technically great, I watched it last night and I haven't thought about it once today. I do not see myself rewatching this movie maybe at all in my lifetime. So as much as I can respect this movie, I can't give it a super high grade if it's not one I'm madly in love with. That's what my grades are meant to represent. Like, it's a good movie, it just doesn't stay with me. So, yeah, like, I don't know, like, you take a movie like Titanic, and it's my favorite movie ever, and it's grand, and it's epic, and I love that movie to pieces, and it just stays with me days after I watch it. You take a movie like The Green Mile, and that movie stays with me days after I watch it. You take a movie like Insidious, just a fun haunted house movie, and I still think about it days after I watch it. I watch this movie, and it's good while I'm watching it, but that's about it. So yes, I understand the love this movie gets. I'm not going to say this movie's overrated. I'm just going to say it's not a movie sorry, I just see like a bug on the other side of my room. I'll be right back. There was a big spider over there, and I'm just like, I have to kill it now. Anyways, yes, this is a movie I do like. I think it's well made. I think it's well shot. I think the performances are all great, especially Daniel Day-Lewis giving really incredible work here. And I think the story is well told. There's enough thematic depth here, but it's not one that I find to be emotional or deep or profound or brilliant or all that engaging. It does a good job at everything it needs to, but it was just never going to be one of those movies I love. So I'll give They Will Be Blood a 6 out of 10. Okay, have you seen They Will Be Blood? What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned for more videos soon, and Gavin out.